Long ago, the strength of Grenadians was in their arms as they worked the lands to get food for the table. Nowadays, most Grenadians' plate is packed with lots of starch and meat, little or no vegetables, plenty fried foods, and they wash that down with something sweet while sitting in front of screen. Hard work and exercise seem to be out of style, and lifestyle diseases are becoming the fashion of the day and claiming many lives. Let's make a change to live longer. Let us grow and enjoy a variety of natural and safe, fresh vegetables and fruits every day. Use our local fresh seasoning and spices to make our traditional dishes healthier and avoid highly processed foods, snacks, and drinks. Drink more water every day to help your body function better. Get moving every day and trade some screen time to share and enjoy healthy family meals. Choose healthy foods and healthy lifestyle. Follow the healthy choices for healthy living guidelines for Grenadians.
Introducing the Spice Isle Jewelry Grand Christmas Sale. Get up to 40% off on our stunning collection of silver and gold jewelry above $115. Visit us to see our fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and our unique handmade pieces. Repair service second to none. Best value for scrap gold. At Spice Isle Jewelry, there's jewelry for everyone, so shop and save today. Treat yourself or someone you love this Christmas with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Serving you since 1986. Located on Grenville Street, St. George's. Call 440-3155 or 415-3155. And shop number 19, Spiceland Mall, Grandans. Call 440-6648 or 537-7801. Sale ends December 31st.
Grenada's newest political sensation, Dickon Mitchell, will be officially introduced to the diaspora virtually on December the 5th. Don't miss this special event to hear Dickon Mitchell's plans for involving all Grenadians overseas in the development of our country. Your ideas and suggestions for a better Grenada will also be welcomed in a question and answer session. It's Sunday, December the 5th, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. New York time, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Grenada time. It'll be streaming live on NDC Facebook page, Zoom, and other social media platforms. You'll also get a chance to donate to help Dickon Mitchell do the groundwork towards building a better Grenada. This event is organized by the New York chapter of the National Democratic Congress and Grenadians for Dickon Mitchell in the Diaspora. Don't you dare miss it!
Grenada.
Count me, because we all count.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me. We are people too.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us. Because we all count for the coming census.
Okay, Grenada, Carriacou, Pretty Monica, and the world, we'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson. We are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. That is Grenada. We have it all. Like everything. Like legit everything you're looking for in life, to add a little flavor, we have it here. Now, on this program, we have it too. We've got the suspense, we've got the action, we've got the drama. Here's what. On tonight's program, we'll be talking about a drug bust that happened, all right, at Cabier Beach. Also, more trouble inside the Grenada Olympic Committee as the new president resigns. We'll talk about that. Spotlight supports move to bring equality to women in common law relationships. Legit, I'll tell you this. I've done like all reports in my life, like everything I've reported on, never something as important. And I'm happy to be talking about that tonight. So in a moment, all right, tonight is my most happiest moment in journalism, like in forever. All right, let's take a look at Barbados now. They're monitoring Omicron, all right? No travel restrictions announced yet. And in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Prime Minister says that they will be hiring more educators to fill in for protesting teachers. And we have some other things to tell you about on the program. So brace yourself, it go be nice, it go pretty. All right? And we have to let you know the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Coach Grenada Limited. Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket, and Superb Distributors. Thank you, and we appreciate all of you. We're taking a break right now, and when we return, it's going to be real news in Oli Lili Lolo. I'd like to encourage every one of you currently looking on YouTube and as well on Facebook to please, there's a thing called a share button right there. If you hit the share, it doesn't take away anything from you, at least, but it gives other people an opportunity to see that we are live. Tonight, let's break the record. Like I said, tonight I'm going to kindly ask of you, with more meaning than ever before, to please, if it's your will, please share the program, as tonight is my night. All right? And I'm asking you that favor. Please share the program. Now, let's take that break. And when we come back, it could be real news in Oli Lili Lolo. So brace up and think. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, in a moment, we will be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Gifts of love with dread, bringing love for you this game. Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with dread.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care, with gifts of love with joy.
Rich, smooth, delicious,
and packed with vitamins that could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage, great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
All right, yes, storage is important. Folks, it sounds weird if I say it, right? But I'm going to say it anyway. We are in the dry season. How does that sound? It sounds weird, right? We are in the dry season, and so you would want to start investing in adequate storage. You know what I mean? Okay, so the first thing that we have is a notice from the police, the traffic department of the Royal Grenada Police Force would like to advise the general public, and in particular motorists, that a portion of the Loreto and Brothers Public Road known as Mount Millet, St. John, is closed to vehicular traffic from Thursday, which is today, and it goes on to Monday, 6th December 2021. Now, the closure is to facilitate the clearing of the road surface and to conduct assessments on a retaining wall in the area. Vehicles coming from Brothers direction will make a left turn onto Loreto Public Road and exit at the intersection with the Guava Estate and Loreto St. John. Now, vehicles coming from the opposite direction will enter from the same intersection with the Guava Estate and Loreto Junction, St. John, and exit onto Brothers Public Road, St. John. The traffic department apologizes for any inconvenience which may be caused. While we're on that, we just want to do a little community thing here. This man said that his vehicle is missing. All right. And would like your help in locating that vehicle. He says, well, if you see it, please call the police station, the nearest police station, or you can also call 911. Again, the number 911. All right, so let me see if I could kind of like bring it up a little for you here. So that's the vehicle. It look nice. All right, 40. All right, that's like a 2005 model. Not a bad vehicle at all. So if you see the vehicle, please call the police. You understand? All right. All right, good. Somebody say they see it on Mikey Live, so they're going to tell the police. Janu. Graduations. I think there was J.W. Fletcher. There was the T.A. Marisha Community College. I don't know who else. There was Bishop's College in Cabier. So it was a good day for a lot of students, and it might not have been for others. We've received a complaint from students of the T.A. Marisha Community College, from I think the IT department, from the IT class and the CST class. All right, again, to do with IT. They're saying that, you know, they believe that the college could be a little more professional in the way they handle sentimental moments like this. And they were complaining about, and a group of them, you know, they say, Mikey, we would like that you highlight this on the program for us, because nobody's taking us seriously. And I'll tell you why I chose to do it, you know. I didn't even go for that. They just called me before the program, you know. I didn't even say, let me call ding. They say, and they frustrated the fact that, you know, when it was time for their picture to show up, it was a virtual event. In some cases, no picture. In other cases, the wrong picture showing up and all of that, you know. They say it's like pulling teeth. you know, at first their name wasn't on the list, and then it turns out, and that kind of anxiety after you work so hard in school, although you're doing it for, you know, for your own betterment, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you work for, you know, the recognition too. You want to make your mother proud, you want to make your family proud, and when that moment doesn't go as it should, of course, it will hurt. I would tell you, one of the toughest days in my life, one of the hardest days, and that's why I'm doing it, because I've been there. You understand? You know, go back, I went to college as a little boy from secondary school, didn't really understood why, and I played it full in college, running away from school to go to do radio broadcast and to work for free for 2 years. So during my college time, I'm running away from school. I'm dressing for school and I'm running away and I'm going to the radio station. All right? So then I had nothing to show for my first 2 years in college. So as an adult, a young adult, I chose to go back, and this time with the direct path I taken this time. I wanted to do my degree in journalism, and so I did, right? And, you know, I excelled. I had the best grades. I was on top of every exam, getting the highest. When it was time for graduation, Mikey wasn't graduating with honors. Mikey's grade was not what it was supposed to be. So I went to the college and I said, hey, something is wrong with my grades. And they were like, no, nothing is wrong with your grades. I go back home, it did on my chest. I go back there and them again and said, well, based on all of them, something is wrong with my grades. Nothing is wrong with your grades, Mr. Hutchinson. This is what you have. So on graduation day comes now. I'm a normal student. Like, I don't have me like a thing to distinguish me from nobody and thing. And there were others who were graduating with honors whose grade was not better than mine, right? That ish hurt to the core. But you have to support your colleague and your colleagues anyway. Because it's not their fault. It was the most horrific day, one of the most in my life to date. That after all of that was said and done, and I go to bring back my gown a couple days after, they're going to call me to say, Mr. Hutchinson, I'm sorry, we made a mistake. You were supposed to graduate with honors on top of the class and you didn't because the grades, there were errors in your grades. And we are sorry. I told you what? You can't reverse that mistake. These are the moments that people live for as students. So you can't mess that up. Ain't no amount of sorry and compensation to fix that ish. You understand? That can't fix. So when it comes to sentimental moments like this, like students' graduation, don't play. You're supposed to be losing sleep to make sure that that ish is right for every student. You're supposed to micromanage that ish. Micromanage it as if your life depended on it. You have any idea of what students must go through? Just to achieve that at the end of the year? And that 1, 2, 3, that 3 seconds that they needed to be recognized for that kind of work, you mess it up? Hey, hello. Take all the time, you hear? So let me leave that talk. You understand? But they are children, so they get pacified and things like that. They're young, you know, and on to the next set. You understand? So the students, the group of students, I feel you. I don't know where this problem came. It could have been even technical. Like, college might have done everything they could. I don't know. But at the same time, they're responsible. So we had to give them the fire. Same way. You understand? So I feel all you. I feel it for all you. You know what I mean? I empathize with you. I get it. And here you have your moment when we say to all of you, from today and other years gone by, not only with college, but any other institution that did not get the kind of recognition that you deserved on your graduation day, I'll say we recognize you. And your work will soon pay off. You understand? Yes, you lost your moment now, but something greater is coming your way. You understand? All you. There was a major drug bust. We're moving on. By Cabier. Look, watch mass. Watch mass and all. Watch mass and all. They scream. Yeah, understand? Yeah, boy. 3 men charged in connection with the seizure of 364 pounds of cannabis. They appeared at the Grenville Magistrates Court today. Clydon Osborne, 43, fisherman. Vincent, presently residing in Willis St. George. Victor Vespri, 42, fisherman of Bellevue, St. David. And Anthony Simmons, 38, Mason. Vincent, residing in Tempe, St. George. They were apprehended after officers attached to the drug squad unit intercepted a fishing boat in the vicinity of the Cabier Beach, Crowshoe, St. Andrew on Wednesday, 1st December. I get a call yesterday. I get a call. You understand? The men who have been charged with the offense of trafficking in a controlled drug, they were remanded to Her Majesty's prison and are due to reappear in court on December 10th. So that's just now. Them fellas and them decide, they know where the law is heading, so they go take in front. Fellas all have to wait. You understand? All have to wait. The thing they ready yet? Let me wait. Alright? Hold on, slow down. Them fellas are playing that, you know. Yeah, so we were telling you that the government, they are making the necessary preparations to decriminalize marijuana and things like that, you know. So the specifics of which we would know when that time comes in terms of what's allowed and so on. But right now, I think the phase that they're going through now, after it was announced by Peter David, the Minister for Agriculture, is consultation during the village and so on, and then it goes back into Parliament, all right? More trouble inside the Grenada Olympic Committee. The new president has resigned. Oh boy, and then the election was when? In this quarter? September or October? Maybe September. Somewhere around there, so. They had a little election and but the president has resigned. He said, you know what? It's not like he went up for the position. It's not like he really campaigned for it. And I'm paraphrasing here, you know. He was saying that he didn't really canvass or anything for the position. He said, my agreement to accept the nomination for the position as president was given in good faith upon the encouragement of a number of members of national associations who are familiar with my record of decades of voluntary service to sports, culture, education, and the development of our youth and in Grenada. He speaks of animosity and bad blood and, you know, behaviors, and alludes to the board of directors. We're talking about Mr. Charles Georgia resigning here, Charlie. He's the one that the president, he's the one resigning, you know. Yeah, he speaks of, you know, the behavior of members of the board of directors. He said that your humble servants have come to the conclusion that some of the members of the board of directors have no interest in furthering the cause of Olympics or Olympism in our tri-island state. No interest in the improvement of our national associations or athletics, but more so a yearning for power, recognition, status, representation of the GOC in meetings, and foray abroad, trips outside of state. Their main objective seems to be to benefit from their association with the Grenada Olympic Committee. This is what he's accusing some of the board of directors, the members of the board of directors of. And he's saying these things are not going to happen under my watch, dog. I urge, he says, national associations to be extremely careful of persons vying for elected offices in the GOC, Grenada Olympic Committee. Do not just accept their utterances, promises, professional or other qualifications, but attempt to search their souls to find the motivation behind their seeking office. John, no. Some serious charges, you know, dog. In light of the above, I hereby tender my resignation as the president of the Grenada Olympic Committee as a member of the board of directors with immediate effect. And as a member of the board of directors with immediate effect. He says, my very best wishes to its board of directors, national associations, athletes, standing committees, volunteers, and the well-wishers. Yours in sports, Mr. Charles A.R. George. So he gone. He resigned. You understand? He is a rap. Tell all of the thing knows that. You remember there was this whole thing, and that was November 30th, that was 2 days ago. Yeah, I mean, about monies that wasn't accounted for, that was earlier on in the year, and then now they had the election, and then, you know, one would have thought that things would have settled down, but nothing so. You understand? No, the thing turn up. No, the thing turn up. I don't know who the members of the board of directors are, but these are some serious charges. You understand? I don't know the members. No, seriously, I don't know who the members are. They might, anyway, lady that talk there. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a few years. I've been very interested in journalism and reporting and stuff like that, and I get to report on many things of national interest, personal interest, and otherwise. And I'm going to tell you that at this moment, I feel this now that I'm about to report is the most important story I am ever reporting in all of my career. Equality for women in common law relationships. Let's talk about that. The population census is on, but there are other indicators. There are other scientific ways that we can find, or even other ways to find the ratio of relationships and the composition. Right? Married, actual marriage, ring on finger kind of thing, go to church service kind of relationship, versus the common law, people who are cohabitating, living together, right? And people who are in relationships and they're going in and out, but they're in relationships anyway. And we realize a great deal of our compositions, in our relationship composition, happens to be the cohabitators, if there's such a word, those who cohabitate. Those who live together, or those who have a visiting relationship, but they're jamming. But what we can also tell you happens is a lot of these relationships end up breaking, falling apart for one reason or the next. With women, in particular, being left at a significant disadvantage. Because they didn't prepare for that breakup. They invested so much in that relationship. You understand? So let me read to you this. The often risky financial position of women in non-marital relationships may become a thing of the past if sweeping family law reforms prompted by the Grenada Spotlight Initiative are passed. Laws should reflect reality and family structures as they are now, so that women can be adequately protected. Dated colonial legislation does not protect those in non-marital unions. Legal drafters and stakeholders are in discussion with Spotlight on recommendations to recognize unions other than marriage. Now here's what. They are exploring circumstances where cohabitating partners would have rights to apply for spousal maintenance in the event of relationship breakdown. The Spotlight also is spearheading proposals for a legal framework which address rights to the division of property when cohabitating partners split up. Jesus! So this is saying that they're looking for the avenues to create a legal framework that is going to support these proposals. So that in a case where a man and a woman has been living together for more than 5 years, and that relationship happens to break apart for one reason, that the man can't just pick up and say, hey, I out a year, I had enough for you. Or, well, I find I liking somebody else. So, I know we were living together for 6-7 years. I'm going to make a little problem for you to get vexed with me, but you got to go anyway. You got to go. Just take your things, yeah, them dress and thing I buy for you. You go leave that back. So don't take your thing and then you come with and go. That, if this is to happen, if this is to get its way, will be a thing of the past. Somebody say with me tonight, Jesus. You understand? Further, it is pushing for legal reform on the inheritance rights of common law spouses in Grenada. Currently, common law spouses have no rights to an inherent or interest, in their deceased partner's estate. So me and my woman live together for 30 years. Right? And I die. So we fix up with thing. I mean, she meet me in my house. You know what I mean? But we live together. And I die. And the next thing you know, outsiders come in and put the woman out. Me children that I had outside of her. My brothers and my sisters. Also, well, my brothers and my sisters wouldn't do that. We were brought up differently. But and there are so many cases like that in Grenada. Too many to mention. The man gave his life to the woman. He gave it all to her and she to him. So when the man passed away, God forbid, why you come in and make confusion with the woman for? And the dotish laws that we have support that stupidness up to today. Marijuana go get legal before that ish. I'm telling you. That's how it exists now. But if this is to have its way, this on we scream right now, all that kind of nonsense, somebody say Jesus, all that kind of nonsense will be a thing of the past. In fact, say Jano. I know some men might chimble right now, yeah. I got right to chimble. You understand? Legislation would remove inequalities between lawful marriage and common law unions, correcting outdated legislation with no real relevance to the Caribbean region. Now, the proposed reform fall under Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, in particular SDG Goal 5 of eliminating gender inequality and Article 16 of the Convention of the Elimination of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW, which was ratified by Grenada in 1990. Article 16 obliges state parties to commit to taking all appropriate measures to eliminate discrimination against women in all matters relating to marriage and family relations. Presently, the United Kingdom Matrimonial Clause Act 1973, as amended, appeals to Grenada, or applies, to Grenada. The 1973 Act is ill-suited to the country. It does not recognize how the family is commonly understood and allows no rights to maintenance after a cohabitating relationship. So they are basically seeking to fix that. Let the minister tell you, Delma Thomas, harass that woman. Night and day harassing that woman. I begged her. She could tell you that. To please do this. As a social development minister and so on. So when her thing was, I didn't know her like that, but I said, I don't care who. I'm going to beg. I'm not begging for me, I'm begging for people. And I'm going to beg her, and I say, Miss, we have to look at this. We have to protect the women of our society. But I'm happy to know that the Spotlight Initiative is putting some gas in that engine. Ladies and gentlemen, if a stone proposes this as a mandate, as part of the manifesto for the next election, I'm voting in this stone. And all should do it too. Any of them who says that we're going to see through to this, I'm voting for them. Tell if a stone do it, say a thing, even Washington say it's going to see to it when it comes into power, voting for Washington. In fact, I'm going to be a candidate for Washington. But anyway, this, my friends, means a lot to me because I know it will help a lot of women in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. It will save them a lot of headache, a lot of trouble, a lot of embarrassment, and their own sanity. Should this become law? Because I know sometimes we feel like men, we don't have no obligation to the women, especially when they're living in our house. So we treat them in some kind of way. You understand? We treat them in some kind of way. Because everything that they hear is we's. You understand? It's we own. And she need it. And she need me. So I could always make her feel on edge and treat her all kind of way because in my house I could put her out when she want. Well, hello. Ha! Joke you're making with that. Anyway, lately that talk. Some of them fellas go say, Mikey, you're a real sellout boy. You're supposed to be on which side? Are they on all side? Are they on all side? Are they on the men's side? But the boys who don't do right by the women, I can't be with all you. You're crazy, another boy. So we're moving. I say thank God for this. And I've already spoken to the Spotlight Initiative people too. And I call them and I say, listen, whatever you need me to do, however you need me to help you, I don't care. Count me in. I want to be a part of the process. I mean, I'm going to sell clothes on the side of the road or kind of thing. If it's finances, all you need to help, to do the public education and things like that, I come in. I deal with all that. There we go. So the next thing that we have to tell all about, but the Ministry of Health says it is keeping a close eye, Barbados now, on developments related to the COVID-19 variant Omicron that has now been confirmed in 30 countries. But authorities in Barbados has not announced travel restrictions on persons from the affected nations. Grenada has, though, particularly some of the countries in Southern Africa. But now that it's in the United States, we will see, I don't know what's going to happen with that. It will be very hypocritical, if you ask me, if some regions are barred and others are not, where the virus is discovered, the variant is discovered. So let me see how the countries are going to be dealing with that. You understand? So they say they're looking into it. Barbados, they are looking into it. Let's come out in Barbados for 2 minutes. Let's go in St. Vincent now. As teachers at a secondary school in St. Vincent protested the government's vaccine mandate for the second day in less than a week, the Prime Minister there, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, announced that his government will hire teachers, including retired educators, on short-term contracts to fill their places. Now, he served a notice during his weekly appearance on the state-owned NBC radio on Wednesday as teachers at the West St. George Secondary School, WSGSS, responded to the call of St. Vincent and the Grenadines Teachers Union and sat in their staff room, refusing to go into the classrooms. My question to you is whether or not you agree with the move by the Prime Minister to replace these teachers by getting people who are outside of the system to take their place. Are you in support of his actions or not? And again, that's in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Whoa! What's the time? Where did the time go? Yeah, so are you in support or no? Are you in support of this move or no? All right? Folks, where did the time go? I am. Let's stay, Mikey. You see, somebody says Mikey's a nutcase. I am going and call some woman no and break up before this happens. You see. I'm not jaded. I tell it all. Let me see. All right. You guys are crazy. Are you seeing this conversation here? y'all reading these comments? I give up. We're gonna take them people break. And I give up. Yeah, literally, I give up on all of you.
Grenada.
Count me, because we all count.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me.
Count me. We all count too.
Count me. We are people too.
Count all of us. Nothing about us without us, because we all count for the coming census.
To improve the life of the people, we need information.
Boss Care is an innovative daycare center that opened its doors when the country reopened after the lockdown in 2020. Our center provides a nurturing, fun, and safe environment for children to socialize, learn, and grow. We provide care the way you do. Our commitment to the parents using our service and the community is to provide care with a difference. And this is reflected in our flexible opening hours, creative learning programs to engage every child, and the benefits you receive when choosing Boss Care. This amazing center is a fully gated compound with lots of yard space to play and explore. We are minutes away from the Progress Park and a few seconds from the lovely beaches right here in Simone St. Andrew. At Boss Care, we cater for children 3 months to 8 years by offering full care time and aftercare services. Our opening hours are from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Mondays through Fridays. We open on Saturdays and holidays upon request. We offer day and night care, transportation services to drop home at nights and pick up from school in the afternoons, special discount packages to suit every parent's budget, and a team of professional staff that has years of experience working with children. So, what are you waiting for? Check us out on Facebook at Boss Care to see all the fun activities we do and get to learn more about us. Give us a call today at 534-1189 or 459-5632, or send us a message on Facebook or WhatsApp at 534-1189. Boss Care. Experience care with a difference.
Can't wait to see you. Bye.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform, Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
We're bringing you gifts of love with cheer at the communal. This Christmas, we are your Santa. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Get in on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2022. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2022. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Communion showing that we care with gifts of love with joy.
Rich, smooth, delicious, and packed with vitamins. That could only be one thing. It's Rika Almond Beverage. Great on its own or a lovely addition to smoothies. So call Superb Distributors on 435-2948 or visit us at Tempe St. George's today. Remember, Rika is life and life is Rika.
The Housing Authority offers products that people can choose from, products that people can access, and I think anyone looking to build, just call the Housing Authority of Grenada. The service was superb. Every step of the way, they collaborated with the owner, they collaborated with the builder. The builder himself was really good. For what I've seen them do, I have to say that from buildings they have done in the past to where they are now, they have come up to speed with modern trends, modern designs, and I think I will advise anybody to choose the Housing Authority of Grenada.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
You want a hand sanitizer to do 3 things: kill germs, be gentle, and to go where you go. You can get all of that in our hand sanitizer. Hard on germs, gentle on hands, affordable. Remember, hand sanitizers contain alcohol, Keep away from heat and flames and avoid contact with eyes. Available at retailers island-wide.
A message by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
We enjoy the luxury of a quality water supply. But it can come to this. Have adequate storage.
Department of Public Administration working to introduce changes to contract arrangements for public officers. We'll have the details to this story and more in the National Report. Welcome back. With the details to the news for Thursday, December 2nd, 2021, I am Sherry Ann Noel. Prime Minister Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell says the Department of Public Administration, DPA, is actively working towards introducing changes to contract arrangements for public officers in the first quarter of 2022. DPA is developing a comprehensive framework to address the issue of unfair contracts affecting workers. Dr. Mitchell told members of the lower house on Wednesday that the changes will not be uniformed as matters raised cannot be applied to all categories of workers across the board. 3 categories of contract workers exist within the public service: Government of Grenada Contract of Service, Contract for Service, and Public Service Commission Contract.
When an employer and an employee relationship does exist, like in the first 2 cases, we must be reminded that contracts are agreements between parties, and any adjustment midstream must be done within the specific context and framework. So we agree, in many of those cases, there are justifiable cause for people's concern. Again, we understand the pain when it exists. So, the Department of Public Administration is mandated and is coming up, developing a comprehensive framework in this regard. So, we'll have to deal with the unfairness of those contracts, on the conditions as agreed to then as opposed to now, because things have changed.
The Department of Public Administration and the Ministry of Education are working to regularize the status of 123 teachers within the system. Dr. Mitchell says the status of more than 300 teachers have been regularized.
Teachers are due for another round of regularization. Some have been done already. And we expect this to be completed during the first quarter of 2022. The Ministry of Education has already compiled the necessary data and is working with the Department of Public Administration, we're waiting the numbers, to ensure objectivity and transparency in the process. To date, 3 batches totaling 391 teachers have been regularized, and the number identified for 2022 is 123.
Dr. Mitchell says the plan is to normalize the employment status of eligible contract doctors in 2022. To date, 43 nurses have been regularized.
Those who have been regularized so far include some nursing assistants, registered nurses, staff nurses, and district nurses. We have a total of 162 contract nurses.
Moving along, Parliamentary Representative for the constituency of St. David, Oliver Joseph, says the parish is quickly becoming the hub of major development projects. The MP announced on Tuesday during the 2022 budget debate that a second 5-star hotel is on the way. He said developers have reached an agreement with the Intercontinental Hotel chain to start construction. The Intercontinental Hotel chain has over 213 hotels and resorts and 71,000 rooms worldwide.
Providing 300 temporary jobs and 200 permanent jobs due to complete at the end of 2022, Mr. Speaker. Major. There's a top-class hotel, you know. A top-class hotel in St. David, you know. Mr. Speaker, a second hotel will be constructed in La Sagesse. The signing will take place in 2 weeks' time because the developers have reached agreement with Intercontinental, a next five-star hotel, you know, coming to St. David's. Mr. Speaker, if when next you come back to the constituency office for any activity, you would know where you are, you know. We're transforming the whole of St. David's.
Over 600 temporary and permanent jobs have been created so far under the Range Development Sixth Sense Hotel development at La Sagesse. The US $40 million hotel project is scheduled to be completed by the end of 2022. Governor General Her Excellency Dame Cecile La Grenade expressed optimism in the strengthening of relationships between Grenada and Georgia and the support for agriculture and tourism moving forward. Ambassador of the State of Georgia, His Excellency Kaha Imnadaz, presented his credentials to the Governor General on Thursday. Grenada and the State of Georgia have enjoyed cordial and cooperative diplomatic relations since 2011. In 2012, Grenada received US $35,000 in assistance from Georgia in support of the school feeding program. This was provided through the permanent representative of Georgia to the United Nations.
Your Excellency, given the advanced state of your tourism and agriculture sectors, Grenada looks forward to your support for the enhancement and development of our tourism and agriculture, and also for assistance with our human resource development. Grenada is happy to welcome you, and we look forward to the further strengthening of the relationship between our two countries.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Tantik! Tonga! Alright, big more say, moving out, let's move now. I took my best shot to keep Grenada moving. Driver, let's move.
A message from the Ministry of Health.
Welcome back. 3 scholarship awardees have joined the small number of Grenadian students who are currently pursuing studies in Romania. Less than 10 Grenadians are pursuing higher learning in various fields in Romania. Annette Moore gives us more in this report.
Just a few hours shy of her departure on Friday, 20-year-old scholarship awardee Sasha Newton took the time to speak with us about the opportunity. Newton gave us a brief overview of her educational background and extracurricular activities.
I attended Alpha Junior School for my entire primary school. I love those guys. Then I went to St. Joseph's Convent, St. George's. I graduated in 2017, but then I returned to do commercial. And then I went to the T.A. Marisha Community College, where I studied information technology. While I was in TAMCC, I took part in the robotics club, the IT club.
It was the robotics club that took her as far as Dubai, further developing her love for international travel. Newton graduated SJC St. George's with 12 CSEC subjects and from TAMCC with the overall second highest GPA, also being the top performer in her class and academic department. She is enthusiastic about pursuing her bachelor's degree in Romania. Newton will be studying at the University of West Timisoara. Her course of study will last 4 years, with the first year being dedicated to the study of the Romanian language. Newton told us what led her to apply for the scholarship.
I found out about it through my mom. I don't know how she found out, but she just sent it to me on WhatsApp. And I was like, you should check this out. So I did some research on the country because honestly, I always wanted to study abroad. I never really wanted to stay at home because I wanted to experience new cultures and different people because I thought that would enable me to grow more than if I chose to remain at home. After I did a lot of research, I was like, this sounds like it's similar enough to home, but it's different enough where I would get the experience that I want.
She will continue her studies in the field of science.
To be honest, I haven't quite decided on a career. but I know I want to do something in IT. So I'm studying computer. Well, I plan on studying computer science. So hopefully I find some way to integrate that into whatever I do. But I'm really passionate about public relations. So I hope to be able to find a nice balance of the two.
While some may retreat at the thought of studying a new language, Newton embraces it as one of the key bonuses.
And then I also learned that I would have to learn a language as part of my course, my scholarship. And that was actually one of the biggest factors in me deciding to go, because I've always wanted to learn a next language.
Having done her research, Newton describes the city she will be living in as beautiful and is also happy to be at her chosen university. She will be staying at the university dorms.
The university, it's really nice as well, like from what I've seen. It's a research university, so they have a lot of new stuff coming in and a lot of projects that they're working on. So I'm kind of excited for that, especially being in a practical field. Like, having the hardware is really important.
The lone male awardee, Peter McBurney, will be pursuing a bachelor's degree in economics and international business at the University of Cluj-Napoca. The third student, Renisha Smith, will be doing a bachelor's degree in psychology at the Alexandra Loncuza University in the city of Ayasi. For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
Thank you, Annette. And finally, in the news, the Pest Management Unit in the Ministry of Agriculture is employing biological methods to further control croton scale disease. This will be done through breeding and releasing ladybird beetles that are expected to feed on and in the process help to reduce the population of the pest.
We are using what we call biological control. You see, there's a spray, but then there's biological control, which is the use of the ladybug beetles, and I assure you that it is safe because we used it in the past. I think we used it when there was a pink hibiscus mealybug outbreak some years ago. So we are going to use it again. So I want to assure the population that it is a safe way to deal with it. So hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, we will bring croton scale further under control through the use of the biological controls, which is the ladybug.
That was Minister for Agriculture, Honorable Peter David, as he presented on the 2022 estimates of revenue and expenditure on Tuesday. The Ministry of Agriculture has procured 30,000 ladybird beetles for use in mitigating the effects of the croton scale disease. This disease was first spotted in Grenada in 2020 and has since been reaping havoc on crops like soursop, plums, guavas, mangoes, and sugar apples. Pest Management Officer Thaddeus Peters said this new method is expected to result in some improvements.
The beetles that you are seeing will feed, plus the young stage, which is what we call the larva of the beetle, will also, in fact, the larva feeds more heavily than the adult. But the larva looks entirely different from the adult. It's a whitish, it resembles mealybugs, but they are actually the young stage of the beetle. So after release, in probably 3 to 4 weeks, you may start seeing on the trees where the beetles were released, you may start seeing the larva or the young stage of the beetles, and they will also continue.
Peters noted that while the beetles do not completely rid the affected plant of the pest, they create a balance in their function.
They create a balance, so they bring it down to a low level, but they will not feed down to the very last one. They will feed on croton scale, they will feed on pink mealybug, and probably 1 or 2 other soft-bodied insects in the area. So once the food level becomes low, they will start moving out in sort of additional food. And once the food or the pest becomes high, they return to the area and continue feeding. So they go in a cycle, but they will keep maintaining the population below what it is now. That creates a lot of economic damage.
The Pest Management Officer said selective releases of the beetles will be done in areas where there are heightened effects of the disease.
Areas where we have release, we will not use pesticide. But additionally, there are other factors persons can take. Cut and burn, don't move infected plants around. All these will help in the management. So the areas where we have release will be using a tagging, like a ribbon. So this will indicate that we have released biological control in that area. So we will not do additional treatments immediately or even in very close areas around.
And with that story, come to the end of the national report for Thursday, December 2nd, 2021. Now for a recap of the top story. Department of Public Administration working to introduce changes to contract arrangements for public officers. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry, and the rest of the GIS news team. Now we have for you the Ministry of Health's dashboard as it relates to COVID-19. What we can tell you is that Grenada recorded 2 new cases of COVID-19 today. It takes our active cases to 75. 1 new recovery, 2 persons hospitalized. Tests done today, 114. Positivity, test positivity is 1.8%. All right, 200 persons have died, no new deaths today. Vaccination, 34,736. Fully vaccinated and partially vaccinated, 5,954. And what we can tell you is we have the evening focus for you from the Met Office. That's right. We got a lot of rain yesterday, and some parts of the island experienced cloudiness with a little shower. For tonight, the weather is expected to be partly cloudy with occasional isolated showers becoming fair by early morning. The minimum temperature tonight, 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate with waves up to 7 feet in open waters. And a marine advisory is in effect. For Friday, the weather is expected to be generally fair at first, with cloudiness increasing during the afternoon, with light to moderate showers mainly during the night. The maximum temperature for tomorrow, 30.5 degrees Celsius, minimum 23.5 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate to slightly rough with waves up to 7 feet in northerly to easterly swells. A marine advisory will be in effect for tomorrow. But we can expect low tides to be at 12:48 p.m. and high at 5:42 p.m. And so that's your weather report for tonight and tomorrow. Let's say hello to a few people on the live. We see that we have quite a bit of you, Gloria, Bonnie, and so on YouTube. We say hello to the folks on YouTube. Our YouTube fan base is growing, so we say hello to you guys on YouTube. And those of you on Facebook, we say hello to you, Pearl and Hazel and Mishi. Mishi, where were you? Mishi, back in the class. Mishi, I haven't seen you for a while and I miss you. I don't want to miss you. Okay? Good to see you. Angel, Celine, Yvonne, Java, Cynthia, Pearl, Shamin, Shumshum, Cindy, Rolanda, Lintona and Mom, Elise, Sharon, Princess, Deborah, Avril, Sharon. Yeah, boy, we push we luck with the time tonight, boy. Jack. All right. Is that Jack? Yeah, that's Jack, right? KPJ, Lauren, Joyous. I see all that ball of time on the program, man. Nova Null, what's that? Curla, Evelyn, Brenda, and Chad. Big up yourself, eh? Princess and Kamlesh, Tracy. Alright, and Michelle, Osric, Glenda, Angel, Della, what's happening? Patsy. Who else? Yeah. So everybody else, thank you for watching. Shirin, yes, Shirin, I see you. I see Mike is there as well, and Micaiah and Kemi. John and everyone else. Blessings to you, alright? So That's just about it. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we all say, ja! No! All right, blessings to everyone. Take care. God bless you.